Okay, we're looking at job 24395. It's called Copper Hill Square. It's by Best Management. This is a project out in Duval. Okay, for the sake of time, Tyler emailed me today after I reached out to all my accounts. He said he has a bid that he'd like to get turned in by tomorrow if possible. So I asked him to give me all the quantities, and he did. So I'm going to try to walk you through this. All right, as you look at the aerial here, you've got a commercial section and you've got residential. Off of Main Street, there's one entrance that comes in to the commercial property. One of the stores they have in here is Subway. You know, there's a bunch of other retail stores in here as well. Okay, so I'm going to give you the quantities first on the commercial property. Let's start with mobilizations and what day works. He said on the commercial property, it needs to be on a Saturday or a Sunday. And he's only given us one mobilization. So we'll have to really load the crew up to do this because that property there is 35,735 square feet. There is no crack fill. I mean, this is just looking at the entrance to this commercial property, but it's in really good shape. You know, as I was doing an aerial on all of this, mind you, I haven't driven out there because I just got the request today, and he's hoping to get the bid tomorrow. But he said the lot's very clean, and the quantities that he gave me are the quantities that our competitors are using. So we're trying to do an apples to apples bid, and that's why I was given the numbers from Tyler. Okay, so let me walk you through this commercial property. So either Saturday or Sunday, one mobilization. Okay, that means 35,735 square feet of seal coat, 3,150 feet of 4-inch white, 300 lineal feet of yellow curb. There are 4-inch 15-minute parking only stencils, 6 of those. And then there's 3 8-inch 15-minute parking only stencils. Those are in white. He says there's some white curb in there, and that's 28 lineal feet. Okay. He also said that we need to plug in 1 day of curb power washing. That 1 day of curb power washing would include washing the curbs on the commercial property and on the residential property. Okay, so that's all the quantities for the commercial lot. Now, to get back to the residential lot, you go down the road that's just south of this property. In the back, there's 2 entrances. So we can split this in half if possible. What I'm thinking is we'll probably, we could either, it'd probably be best to do this in 2 mobilizations. Well, we have to do it in 2 mobilizations, but we probably could seal coat and stripe one half and then leave this other entrance open and then flip it the next day. So 2 total days of seal and striping, okay, on this particular property. And those are the 2 entrances right there. Needs to be weekday, not weekend. Okay, he says weekend's best time. So we've got 1,500 lineal feet of crack fill on the residential property, and we have 52,930 square feet of seal coat. Striping, we got 1,850 lineal feet of 4-inch white, 900 feet of yellow painted curb. There are 85 8-inch stencils. If you type in reserved and visitor on that line item, that he says that is basically what it is. So we'll probably assume that a majority of these are reserved. He told me a majority were reserved, but there are some visitors. So just type in reserved and visitor on that light item. There's 85 of those. And then there are 13 ADA symbols in there. Going back to the commercial property, I noticed there's one thing that he did not give me a total of, and that is the ADA symbols. There are 3 ADA symbols in the commercial lot. Okay, so he didn't tell me to price these out separately. He just gave me the square footages on both, and all the quantities on both. So if we want to, we can just plug it all in there, and I can give him the bid. Like I said, he's hoping to get this bid tomorrow. So what I can do is send him the quote. He'll see what the total price is, and then if he needs me to break it down between commercial property and residential property, then I guess we could do that. All right, I take that back. Now that I've been thinking about it, I can almost guarantee that he might do commercial and not the other one, or vice versa. So if you can, please take the quantities I gave for the commercial property, put the seal coat and striping on as their own prices for seal coat and stripe, and then on the residential, give them their own price for seal coat and stripe, and then there also will be some crack fill on the residential. The curb power washing, you could plug that into probably any of them, because it's for both. So if you want to plug in the power washing into any one of those, feel free to do so, or split it up. But it's just 1 day of curb power washing for both lots. Okay. As a matter of fact, just put it in on the residential. I think that's it. Okay. So 2 mobilizations for the residential, 1 mobilization for the commercial properties, and the commercial property needs to be done on a Saturday or a Sunday, either or. The residential on the weekday. Any other questions? Let me know.